What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match, and Barcelona beat Athletic Club by 3-0 on the return of the Spotify Camp Nou. How coincidence is that as soon as Joao Garcia comes back in goal, we keep a clean sheet. Great performance overall, much improved over the past few weeks. Comfortable result again against a good team as well, who rested against Real Madrid but won't rest against us. Let's keep that light quite shining. But great result for Barcelona and a feel-good factor victory ahead of some big games coming up in the next few weeks before the Christmas break. Now, before we get into this video is sponsored by Number One Foot. Number One Foot is by far the best replica jersey website on the market, and it's not even close. They have a variety of different items at the absolute best prices. They sent me 2 kits recently. First one is the retro Barcelona kit, the home kit, which I'm currently wearing right now, and also as well the second kit for that season in the blue edition. Oh my god, like, the stitching is fantastic, the quality is superb. Feels like I have the actual original kit for a fraction of the price. And if you use the discount code BOY at checkout, you do get 10% off your order. That's BOY. Use it at checkout, and all orders above $80 as well will receive free shipping. So what are you waiting for? Hit the top link in the description down below and get your new football kits today. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen for you right now. It was Joao Garcia in goal, a back four of Jules Kounde, Pau Cubarsí, Gerard Martin, and Alejandro Balde, a midfield three of Eric Garcia, Dani Olmo, and Fermín López, front three of Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, and Ferran Torres. The big surprise mainly is Gerard Martin starting at center back. Maybe Eric in the pivot as well. Maybe we all kind of maybe wanted and expected Christensen. Apart from that, everything was quite simple. But the ballsy move from the manager for this lineup selection was putting our backup left back starting at left center back. The first goal scored in this match upon the return of the Spotify Camp Nou was scored by the captain on the evening, Robert Lewandowski. We actually worked the ball quite well into the final third, but end up losing it. Ball's bouncing around, drops to Ferran Torres, he slips it in. Lewandowski doesn't pokes it around the defender, shoots it, hits Unai Simon and goes in. Quite a jammy goal. Goalkeepers have been doing much better with that, but of course, we will take the 1-0 lead. The second goal scored in this match was scored by Ferran Torres, an absolutely exquisite, magisterial, bombazo, trivela pass through the line of the defense of Athletic Club from Lamine Yamal, puts Ferran Torres through on goal, 1v1, rounds the goalkeeper, and buries it in the back of the net, giving Barcelona the 2-0 lead in the final kick before halftime. And the third and final goal scored was scored by Fermín López. Again, Barcelona working the ball very well to the final third, then end up losing it. The ball's ricochets, bounce around, almost picks it up, finds Eric Garcia, 1-2 between him and Fermín López, breaks that line of Athletic Club, and he buries it bottom right hand corner. Unai Simon could have gone there, but in the end didn't. And even, of course, Unai Simon probably should have saved that Ferran Torres one as well. But in the end, Fermín López slots it home early in the second half to confirm, of course, all 3 points. So overall, team performance rating on the night, I'm giving it a very, very strong 8 out of 10. I thought he played really, really well. Feel good factor is back. 4 goals, clean sheet, 3 points, back at the Camp Nou. Everything was just in line perfectly today. I think we played probably some of the best football we've seen this season in terms of the comfortability in the game. I wouldn't say we sat there playing champagne football for 90 minutes, kicking my feet up, thinking that they're not going to touch us whatsoever. In that 10 minutes before halftime, they were on top. They missed 2 big chances, Nico Williams, and I think it was Unai Gomez, the one that had the shot that was saved by Joao Garcia. But I think in the final third as well, we could have been way more clinical. We missed a few chances, some moments where players were deciding whether to shoot or not, and they were just being idiotic. But, scoring 4 goals in the way that we did comfortably on the return to our stadium is absolutely fantastic. But of course, we need more of this. I want to keep going, keep going, keep going. I've been very critical of this team this season, as you probably should have been, but there are still holes in this team that I want to see being patched. I want to see resolutions come out of it as well, but I'm very, very happy with what I've seen. We have now, of course, Chelsea midweek. That's going to be a big, big test. I just also think there are players in this team that need a bit of a wake-up call. We'll talk about that in the player rating section, but as a team collectively today, I thought it was definitely comfortable. I mean, I did not bat an eye too much in this game. The system looked a bit different in the sense that the line was dropped back a bit more as well. The team wasn't really jumping up, and we still played a high line, but instead of jumping forward when their players are trying to catch us, we're jumping back now instead to contain that defensive line, which I think is a good improvement. Like I said, Flick had to change something, so he's done that for a tweak. I respect it. Whether he's done that because he wants to do it permanently or did that because he put Gerard Martin at left center back as well, because he's a bit new to playing in the defensive line of an offside trap, remains to be seen. But we look comfortable today. That's the most important thing. But also we need to see consistency now. I want to see us play like this week in, week out. I want 4-0 clean sheet performances all the time. That is what strikes a life into this team. So hopefully we can get that over the line. But overall tonight, no real complaints. 8 out of 10. Superb display. Let's now get into the players' individual player ratings. We're going to start off in goal with the best goalkeeper in the world, Angel Garcia. 7 out of 10 for me. Clean sheets are back, baby. Oh, it feels good not to concede a goal, to look comfortable in defense. The way he commences his box is absolutely sensational. That point-blank save in the first half, muy mucho. The save in the second half as well from the header, fantastico. He is just absolutely brilliant. He came back in and played as if he did not leave. With his feet, he was great as well. I feel like the whole team just has a bit of rush assure on Angel Garcia. It is just, I'm tired of Tech. I'm tired of Ter Stegen. Get them both gone. Joel Garcia has changed my life. 7 out of 10 from me. In defense now in front of him, firstly on the right hand side, it was Pau Kubarsi. 7 out of 10. I thought Kubarsi was really solid today. Had some great passes out from the back as well. Looked comfortable. Was not playing with a bit of a cold shoulder like he has been recently. I feel like he's always been playing with a bit of conservation due to the fact that, risky football, not in great form, whatever the case may be. But today, he played like himself, I felt like. Did quite well in the air as well, competing with, Orleo Sunset and the rest of the bigger players playing essentially for Athletic Club. I thought he had a very, solid display. 7 out of 10 from me. His center back partner on the left-hand side was Gerard Martin, who also gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought he looked great, really good in that first half at center back. When he went at left back, looked a bit shit. I'm not gonna lie, I was misplacing passes, especially. I defended, well, but I like the experience at left center back. I tell you what, that left foot at left center back makes such a difference. So I thought he put in a solid display, and hopefully he can build on this. 7 out of 10 from me. And at right back, there needs to be serious questions now. I'd like to now officially say that Kounde is not my favorite Barcelona player anymore, man. Can't pass, can't control, can't touch, can't do build-up play. His defending off the ball is absolutely woeful. I don't know what the fuck has happened with Kounde, man. It is crazy to see that last season, for the majority of it, maybe even half of it, you could say he was the best right back in the world. And now I wouldn't even put him in top 10. Like, it is that dramatic change. Like, it is, I don't know. It feels like he's like a youth player being chucked in because Dani Alves is injured. Like, that's how it looks. I don't know if it's confidence or what, but misplacing passes, reading of the game is absolutely abysmal. He needs to be dropped, but the problem is we won't drop him. I don't know if he has news on Flickr or what, but it's always Kounde at right back. Never Eric, never Xavi Esparza, especially with him now being injured. We'll never see him. It's never, I don't know, Casado or anything. Like, it is so weird. Serious question marks need to be asked. 4 out of 10 for me. I thought it was abysmal. Other fullback on the left-hand side, Balde, 6 out of 10 for me. Only played 45 minutes. Hopefully there's no injury there. He had a bit of a head concussion. Looked, not too bad. His crossing is absolutely ass. His crossing has been an issue since 2022. We're almost in 2026, and his crossing is as bad. Sometimes maybe good. Most of the time, pretty shit. So that's how it is with Balde. But I thought he defended well, used his speed well. His dribbling is absolutely fantastic. Just his crossing is just sometimes ridiculously inaccurate. Into the midfield now, of course, playing in the pivot, it was Eric Garcia. 7 out of 10 for me. He's just becoming more and more a bit consistent at this point. He's been absolutely sensational. I think he had a flawless display. Only reason his rating is not as high because, for a midfielder, you do want maybe a goal or assist, but for the way he's been playing this season, it's been remarkable from Eric. Just so much composure, control, and calmness. Reading of the game is great. His ability to defend in certain spaces and movements is fantastic as well. Just felt beyond comfortable, and there's a reason why the Camp Nou gave him a standing ovation when he left, chanting his name. That's how good he's been playing this season. I think he's probably been our player of the season, probably before Joao Garcia. But maybe because he could give it to him because he's been playing the most of the season, where Joao Garcia hasn't. But he's been sensational, and you know, whether you want him at right back, center back, or in the midfield, he puts in the same, you know, 7, 8 out of 10 performance week in, week out. Fantastic from Eric. Other midfielder was Dani Olmo, 6 out of 10 for me. Was very, very quiet in the first half. The second half, he got into it a bit more, was moving a bit more advanced, had some good chances to score. I think he missed an open net in the first half as well. So wasn't too much involved in the first half, but was much more involved in the second. I thought he looked better in the second. I probably would give the second like a 6.5, and then the first half like a 5.5, just because he wasn't really in it too much. But I don't think he was poor per se. But we just wanted to be a bit more involved, I would say, in the first half. But second half, some had some good chances. Needs to work on his finishing and, you know, be able to be a gunman in certain scenarios. And that's why the 10, the next midfielder, is starting there in Fermín López. 7 out of 10 for me. Got his goal after he had that miss in the first half. My God, is this kid good? I mean, you're at a point now where you're expecting. I think he's almost on double digits for goals. Like, I swear his GA this season has to be like 13, 14, 15-ish, because he's scoring hat-trick, he's scoring goals, he's getting assists. Like, it's remarkable the impact he's had. And Chelsea had the fucking balls to offer us 40 million for this guy. Ferminator, man, absolutely incredible from him. I think his final third link-up play is absolutely sensational. Was making some great movements in those areas. The connectivity wasn't quite there in the first half. You know, misplaced passes, reading of the teammates' runs and stuff like that. But second half, I think it was more or less the same, but of course he had that, you know, one spark to get that goal that he rightfully deserved. Great display from him. 7 out of 10 for me. Into the forwards now. First, Lamine Yamal on the right hand side. He also gets a 7 out of 10 for me. You're probably thinking Barca boys is a bit too low. Of course, did get 2 assists on the night, but that's kind of the standard I have for Lamine. But I think that is very much similar to Dani Olmo, where first half he was a bit quiet, wasn't really on the ball too much. Of course, he had that nice cut inside, but he was not on the ball too much. Maybe that's because Kounde was asked. A lot of the play was going on the left hand side with Balde and Ferran. Second half grew into it much more. I do think the finishing needs to be not worked on, but needs to be shored up. I think his ability to play, make his dribbling today, fucking hell, man. Like, it is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Probably the man of the match for Barcelona as well. Let's just, you know, not beat around the bush there. But what he does with the football at his feet, dropping defenders, and this is not no scrubs, you know. So it's crazy. Just want to really, you know, focusing on that finishing and the decision making regards to finishing as well. Holding onto the ball too much. He dribbled past 4 or 5. I'm thinking lay it off. He doesn't lay it off. That's also getting a bit annoying now. The thing about Messi, I'm not trying to make a comparison, but the thing about Messi is that he would dance around 3, then sweat it. Dance around 5, then make that final pass, and makes a final pass that scores it. He knows when to give the ball away. Lamine needs to figure that out. This is not a criticism for him. This is more for his rating. Just, you know, some constructive criticism, you could say, going forward. But 7 out of 10, probably man of the match for Barcelona. I thought he was remarkable. Just wasn't on the ball too much. I feel like if he was, you know, involved more, could easily have gotten an 8. Other winger, Ferran Torres. I'm giving him a 6. Probably wondering, Barca boy, he got a brace. I mean, yes, he got a brace, but he missed about 9 chances. I think his link-up play and build-up play wasn't the greatest as well. Had that great pass for Fermín where he missed that chance from the Unai Simon save, but when he rounded the keeper, when he got the sweat from Lamine, missed it, and hit the rebound off the bar, I'm thinking, what the hell am I seeing? This guy has said multiple times that he wants to be the starting striker for Barcelona week in, week out. Not with that play, not with that kind of movement. I just think that he's surrounded by brilliant quality. He's not a bad player himself, but I just think as a starter, he's just not it. I don't know what it is. You just have to watch the game to see. I don't think his performance was that great. And yes, he had got 2 goals. I don't want to say the cliche, take away the 2 goals and what he did, because the 2 goals are going to be so important. But I do think his performance wasn't that great. I'm not saying it was woeful, pathetic, or embarrassing. Nothing like Kounde, nowhere near Kounde. But I do think that there needs to be things that he needs to shore up. You know, his movement in the final third, making the right runs, his final passes as well, decision making, those kind of things are really, really important for a first striker. I think once Lewandowski went off, he was woeful for that, you know, 15-20 minute spell. Yes, he scored the goal where Lamine did all the work, driven past 9 plays and putting a nice through ball, which all he had to do was time his run and finish it. But I just feel like there needs to be more with Ferran Torres if he's going to be starting on this kind of, you know, regularly consistent basis. So 6.5 out of 10. Finally, up front, same thing pretty much. RL9, Robert Lewandowski, 6 out of 10 for me. Got his goal, which was again a bit dodgy. I think Unai Simon should have saved it. Apart from that, was pretty mid. Only played about an hour. I think that first half he could have had a hat trick. The decision making he had in that first half was abysmal. The first second of the game when we had that first attack, he should have shot it, kept on holding and holding and holding. The same thing happened about half an hour later. Got a great pass, I believe, from like Eric or Lamine, and then all he had to do was just cut inside, shoot at me. What's a cut inside, find the pass, blah, 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 blah. Was doing a bit too much today, Robert. And I think his goal was even a bit lucky. He'll go for the record books. First goal back at the Camp Nou. I mean, we'll take that. But, you know, he needs to be a bit more calm, composed, and firm with his decision. Of course, I'm not trying to, you know, criticize a veteran, one of the greatest striker of the games I've ever seen at his age, captaining Barcelona tonight as well, but I'm just judging it based on what I've seen. Should have been more precise, more of a deadly killer in the box today than he was of. He got chances today. The play was great. The movement was fine. He just wasn't at the races, I feel like. So average 6 out of 10. Into the subs now. The subs were Araujo, Casado, Dro, Bernal, and Rafa. All looked pretty good. Araujo didn't look too bad. Casado looked, you know, quite shirty. Dro looked like he's been with this team for about 9,000 years. Bernal wasn't on the ball too much. Rafa had that great chance, which he just put wide. So subs definitely came in, provided rotation and impact on the match as well. And now we're slowly but surely seeing our squad depth come back. And last but not least is, of course, the manager, Hansi Flick. Tonight for me, we're getting the same as the team, an 8 out of 10. Picked a good lineup, which we did expect, apart from that one surprise of Gerard Martin. But sometimes you do like surprises. Sounds really good. Used all 5. 4 goals, clean sheet, 3 points. Made some tactical adjustments as well in regards to keeping the line a bit more sturdy at the back. Let's see what he does going forward. Again, I can't really criticize him too much because I think the players and the team performed really well. But we'll see the true Manchester colors in the games to come ahead. But all I have to say with Flick going forward is that show some bravery, show some balls, and most importantly, be able to adapt. I've been saying now for weeks, either change the system or change the players. What do you do today with the players? Put Gerard Martin on left back. What do you do with the system today? Drop the line a bit deeper. 4-0 clean sheet. I mean, call me Albert Einstein. It's not that hard to figure out. Of course, Joel Garcia coming back is going to be a big impact as well. But it is not hard. All this team needs is a bit of, you know, change, motivation, push. This is what you have to do, especially with teams now figuring you out much more easy. He needs to be adaptable and identify the key problems of this team and make those changes. We're interested to see what he does on Tuesday against Chelsea, but only time will tell. Tonight he can go away in celebration. 8 out of 10 from me. So that's a match review for Barcelona versus Athletic Club in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course in the comments down below as well. Let me know your thoughts on everything we did discuss. The main thing on our first day, of course, is your thoughts on the performance, your player ratings, and your manager rating as well. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.